Welcome back here to The Hill on News Nation. So he's the head of the fifth most populous state. You will likely hear his name be talked about for a potential 2028 Democratic presidential run. The governor of Pennsylvania, Josh Shapiro, also now answering his first question in years on the Ellen Greenberg case. 14 years ago, the 27-year-old Philadelphia teacher was found dead in her apartment. The cause initially labeled a homicide, but then changed to a suicide. Shapiro inherited the case when he was the Pennsylvania Attorney General, and in 2022, his office agreed with the suicide ruling. But now, the Philadelphia medical examiner believes that Greenberg's death is not a suicide.
I don't think I should speak for the city of Philadelphia and why they chose to make the decision they did. There's nothing I wanted more than to give these parents some finality, some answers, some clarity. And we received more evidence, more information during the course of our investigation that sadly didn't show what they wanted it to show.
The governor answering those questions as our Brian Enton was the one asking them in Pennsylvania just yesterday. Brian joins us live tonight. Brian?
Yeah, Blake, this is a crazy story. I can tell you, I've been looking into it for more than a year. All of the medical experts that I've talked to say there is no way that this was a suicide. This young woman, she was found stabbed 20 times, stabbed in the front, in the heart, all over her chest, stabbed in the back, stabbed in the spinal cord. The pathologists say you cannot keep stabbing yourself after you're stabbed that many times and stabbed in the spinal cord. It is just totally impossible. It's a bizarre situation. The medical examiner 14 years ago first ruled it a homicide, which seemed to make sense to a lot of people, but then in a very strange twist, a short time later, changed it to suicide, and then very recently, more than a decade later, said that it does not appear to be a suicide. And Josh Shapiro, the governor of Pennsylvania, has been brought into this whole mess because he was the attorney general. He reviewed the case, and he sided with the suicide ruling, which a lot of people have questioned because this young woman who died, Ellen Greenberg, her fiance, a man named Sam Goldberg, has family members, high-powered lawyers that have connections to the governor, and a lot of people are questioning whether that may have played a role into why he decided that it was a suicide.
And when you were asking the governor about this, he addressed the family's reaction, right? The Greenberg family reaction. What did he say?
Yeah, he did. And this has been very controversial in the last 24 hours. A lot of people are offended by this, including Ellen's family, both her parents. She was an only child, by the way. They don't feel like the governor has ever taken this case seriously. Let's listen to what he said.
Lashing out isn't going to change the evidence here. And I'm hopeful that as this process goes forward, if any new information comes to bear, that it immediately be shared with the Chester County District Attorney and allow the DA there to conduct an investigation.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens, Blake, now that the medical examiner has said that it's not a suicide. Will there be a new criminal investigation? And for Josh Shapiro politically, this is something that keeps coming up. When he wasn't chosen as Kamala Harris's vice president, a lot of people speculated that it had something to do with this case. I mean, even on X today, there's so many comments with people just upset with the way that he handled all of this.
Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.